Hello and welcome to another episode of this lesson. Today we are learning addition of fractions. Okay, how do you add fractions? So let's dive into a few examples. We have a fraction of 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2. How do you add these two fractions? Okay, so in terms of adding fractions, the first thing you do is to find the LCM, the lowest common multiple of the two denominators. So you have this here, 3 times 2 will give us 6. So 6 is our LCM. Now you ask yourself, how many times can 3 go into 6? 3 can go into 6 2 times. You can pick this one directly. So 3 can go into 6 2 times. So use that 2 to multiply the top one. You have 4. Then bring your addition sign. How many times can 2 go into 6? 2 can go into 6 3 times. So use that 3 times the numerator 1. You have 3, so you have the 3 here. You come down, now you add the top. 4 plus 3 will give us 7 all over 6. If there's any number that can break them down, you break them down. If there's no number that can break the 2 down, just leave it like this. Let's look at another example. We have example 2 on the board. Example 2 is 2 over 4 plus 3 over 8. Okay, 2 out of 4 plus 3 out of 8. How do you add these two fractions? The first thing you do as usual is to find the LCM. What's the LCM for 4 and 8? The lowest common multiple for these two is 8. So you have your 8 here. Okay, so 4 can go into 8 how many times? 2 times. So that 2 times the numerator 2 here will give you 4. You bring your addition sign. How many times can 8 go into 8? 8 can go into 8 one time. So that 1 times 3 will give us 3. You come down, this plus this will give you 7 over 8. If there's any number that can divide them, you do so. If there's no number, then you leave your answer as this. Let's dive again and look at few other examples. We have question on the board. Pause the video and solve this question and submit your answer in the comment section for marking. We have 5 over 3 plus 4 over 15. How do you add these two fractions? Okay, so pause the video, solve them and submit your answers. Alright, let's solve this together. Okay, and as I said earlier, the first thing you do is to find the LCM. What is the LCM for these two? The LCM is 15. Okay, 3 can go into 15, so therefore we are going to use the bigger one, 15 as our LCM. How many times can 3 go into 15? 3 can go into 15 5 times. So you use that 5 to multiply the numerator 5 here. So 5 times 5 will give us 25. So you have 25 here. You bring your addition sign. How many times can this 15 go into the LCM? It can go there 1 time. So use that 1 to multiply the numerator 4. So you have your 4 here. Now you come down. 25 plus 4 will give us 29 over 15. If there is any number that can go into 29 without a remainder, and the same number can go into 15 without a remainder, use that number to break your answer down. Okay, if you've gotten this one correctly, kindly drop it, indicate it in the comment section that you have had this one correctly as we move on to question number 2. All right, we have another question on the board. 11 over 7 plus 3 over 2. Okay, add the two fractions and let's see what you get. Pause the video and solve this one also. So this is your question number 2. Pause the video and solve it. Alright, welcome back. We are solving together. So the first thing we do is to find our LCM. Since 2 cannot go into 7 without a remainder, what we do is to multiply the 2. So when you multiply 7 by 2, you have 14 as this common multiple. Okay, now let's move on. How many times can 7 go into 14? It can go there 2 times. Okay, so you use that 2 to multiply the numerator. 2 times 11, you have 22. You bring your addition sign. How many times can 2 go into 14? 2 can go into 14 7 times. So that 7 multiplying 3 will give you 21. You now come down. 22 plus 21 will give you 43 over 14. Okay, you have 43 over 14. Is there any number that can go into 40 without a remainder and the same number going into 43 without a remainder? Since there is no number that can divide this one without a remainder and the same number dividing this without a remainder, you leave your answer as this. Okay, now let's try and solve the last question. So we have this. The first thing we do is to find the LCM. 3 cannot go into 5 without a remainder. So what do? We multiply the 2. You have 15 here. So this will go into 15 how many times? 5 times. Use that 5 to multiply the 4 there. So you have 20 plus, how many times can 5 go into 15? 3 times. So 3 times 6 will give us 18. You now add the top ones. 20 plus 18 will give you 38 over 15. Is there any number that can go here and at the same time go here? If there is any number, you divide them with it. If there is no number that can divide this and divide this one at the same time, then you leave your answer as this. Thank you so much.